Welcome to this quick video of do's and don'ts with Turnitin assignments in MyUni. First of all, you're going to deploy your assignment. I'm already in the assessment area. You're going to deploy your Turnitin assignment via assessments and choosing Turnitin assignment. Once you get into the Turnitin assignment area, you'll give your assignment a title. And please ensure that you put a point value, because otherwise the scoring won't actually flow through into the grade center. So that's an important point to make. The other one here is the start date is when the assignment will be viewable within MyUni for students to start submitting the assignment. Due date, we all understand what that means, but the post date here is the date that the students will be able to see their marked assignments and comments in Turnitin. So sometimes you might like to make that 2 weeks after the due date. What's really annoying is that even though you've changed this here, you will still need to go to the optional settings down here, open them up, scroll on down, and also say yes to reveal grades to students only on post date. This is very important because otherwise the students will see their assignment marked as you mark them, which can be quite annoying if you want to go back and remark something. So it's really important to do that. I'm not going to go into any of the rest of the options. Over here where it says grade mark, you can actually put in your rubrics. I'm just going to put no rubrics for a minute, and I'm going to show you how to actually add a rubric a little later when we edit the assignment. So we're going to click submit, and it says that the post date is 2 weeks after the due date. We don't care. We go okay. That's exactly what we want, and we patiently wait. Turnitin is an external product to MyUni, and we click the OK button. Okay, now it's sitting there, the research assignment, so that's where students would submit it. Now before you're completely done, let's actually have a look in the Grade Centre what the Turnitin assignment looks like in the Grade Centre. So I'm just going to the full Grade Centre here, and I'm just going to scroll that down a little bit and move that aside. And I can see, whoops, I can see my research assignment there. Can you all see that it's got a little cross through it? That basically means that the student cannot view that assignment because we added that post date and ticked that box. So that's excellent because it will automatically switch to viewable once it kicks over in that date. The other thing that you will need to know is that if you want to create a weighted total, say this research assignment is worth 40%, then you need to actually adjust some settings here. And the way to do that is by clicking on this little chevron and then choosing Edit Column Information. Don't change anything here, but if you go right down the bottom, you've got this option here, option 3, include this column in Grade Centre calculations. If you say yes, that means you'll be able to use it in the weighted column if you choose to do that. Submit. And just to prove a point, I'm just going to the weighted total here and just choosing Edit Column Information, and I'll scroll on down, and because I've only got one item in here, the research assignment, I could then move it in here, and in this case I could give it 40%, but of course I haven't got any other items, so it needs to total to 100%. Anyway, I won't do that, but I'm just showing you that that's what we need to do in order to see that Turnitin assignment in our weighted column. I'll just cancel. Okay, so the next bit that I wanted to show you that's crucial is that if you want to mark or edit your Turnitin assignment, you might be tempted to go back here to assessment where you deployed your assignment. But in actual fact, to mark your assignment, you do not do that through the Grade Centre or where you deployed the assignment. What you'll actually do is you go to Course Tools and scroll on down until you see Turnitin Assignments. Click on that. There's my research assignment. I'm going to click on that. And here I am in the assignment inbox. And if a student had submitted something, I would see that sitting here. So that's very, very useful. But what I can also do here is actually do something called roster sync. So if I click on that roster sync, it will bring in all the students that are enrolled in this course into this list, even if they have not submitted anything, which is fantastic. Because what that also means is that I can submit on behalf of a student. So I can click on submit here. I can either do it as non-enrolled students, so a test sample for myself, or I can choose any of these students here to submit. I'm not actually going to do that either, but it's just showing you where it is. What I'm actually wanting to do is I want to edit the assignment. So I'm going to click on edit assignment, and this is back to where we were before. So if I needed to change anything, whether it's a post date or anything like that, I could come back here and edit it, and then I would scroll down to this internal scroll bar down the bottom and click submit if I made any changes. But this is also where I could add the rubrics. So and this is what I wanted to show you. So if I go to the libraries there, you'll see that I'll have two types of library, or three actually, but two types that I'll talk about. The Quick Mark Manager, which is basically where all your comments go in that you make up on the fly as you're marking something. But what we're wanting to look at is the rubrics here. And essentially, if you've done a rubrics before, it will be listed here. As you can see, this is just a sample one. But what I can also do, which is a little bit hard to see here, but if I scroll, this one to the right and go up, you can see this little item here. I can import or export rubrics. So if you've got some rubrics from someone else, you can actually import that. You can also import it from Excel if you have it in Excel, and it works a treat. So I just wanted to show you that because this is also where you could change or edit your rubric if you needed to. So if there's a couple of rubrics here already, I'll just pick a different one. Rubrics are specific to you, so nobody else will be able to see that rubric. If I wanted to add that rubric to my assignment, so Monday's rubric, I would click on Edit Assignment, scroll down a little bit until I see Optional Settings, expand that area, scroll on down until I get to the bottom where we were before, and I will choose the rubric that I wanted. So I'm just going to choose this essay one and click Submit. I'm going to go OK. Okay, so that's how you can edit your assignment, and it's really useful to do this via the assignment inbox. Now, last of all, the last thing I wanted to show you is a new feature in MyUni, and that is actually for you to be able to see what the students see. So I'm just going to go back to the assignment page. I'm using the breadcrumb trail here. That's quite handy. If I look at that, I can go, okay, where was I? I was here in assessments, and that takes me back to that spot. So if I wanted to see what this looks like for students, there's this wonderful new feature. See this up here? It's got a little eye. You wouldn't know it's there, but it's basically the student preview. So if I click that, I'm entering the student preview mode, and now I can see what it looks like as a student. So if I go into assessment, I will be able to see the assignment. I will actually even be able to view and complete it and see what it's like for a student. And also I'll be able to see my grades. Obviously I haven't got anything there, and you can see that the Turnitin assignment is currently hidden, and there needs to be some other work done here. Okay, that basically, and I'm just going to exit the preview, and that gives me some options. They can delete all my data or keep the data. For example, if I had submitted a student preview assignment, then I could preview that here, but I'm just going to delete everything. Continue, and so I'm back into MyUni. And these are the do's and don'ts of Turnitin. Thank you.